Good morning and welcome to our live crafting session this morning. My name's Jenny McCormack and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm based in Brackley in the UK. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. So it's Monday morning and it's the 1st of February. So pinch and a punch, first of the month, or white rabbit, white rabbit, white rabbit. That's what we say over here. So I hope February is a good month for everybody. I think January's been quite hard. The weather certainly hasn't been very kind over here in the UK. But let's look for good things to happen in February. So if you're live, please do comment and let me know that you're here. And I've got one thing I need to introduce for this morning, and that's my great card giveaway. So I do give a number of my cards to charities and local people who can't get out, especially at the minute, but I still have plenty of cards left over. So I decided what I do this week is have my great card giveaway, and I've got 5 boxes like this. Each box has a different selection of 10 cards in. So there's birthday ones, there's wishing you all the best, just because, there's appreciation cards, there's thank you cards, sending well wishes. There's a complete mix in here, and each box will be completely different. And what I love you to do, morning Carol, is to nominate someone or somewhere to receive these cards. So it could be a hospice, it could be a hospital, it could be a care home, it could also be somebody that you know that's unable to get out that would appreciate some cards ready to send. So each day there'll be a different box. And during the live, if you just put the words nominate and then just the name of somebody or the name of a hospice group, hospital, whatever. It could be a charity that raises money for other, for other people. And then at the end of each live session, I will draw, excuse me, draw a name from that, and this box will go to them with a little card to say who nominated them to receive it. Morning Molly. And also, because I know not everybody is able to join us live, I will also draw a box at the end of the week for anybody who's commented on the video that's not live. And this goes only on Facebook, I'm afraid, otherwise there's too many variations. So if you comment after the live, if you're not ever able to join us live, and you need the words nominate and then who you'd like to nominate to receive the box of cards, then I will also draw a separate one for the people who haven't been able to join us live. Obviously, if there are not enough nominations on the live, I will do it later in the day. Okay, so this is my great card giveaway. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it brings a bit of happiness to somebody. As I say, you can nominate a charity to receive them, and they can sell them to raise funds, or they can go just straight to a recipient. They could go to a charity or a care home for people to use them themselves. It's entirely up to you. So that's my great card giveaway that starts today. And let me just write that down, what you need to do. I think this one works. So you need to write on your on the post, if you say nominate and who you could nominate, thank you Katie, then I will draw a name at the end of the session and send them the box of 10 cards. There'll be a different box every day, So if you're not a winner today, you can nominate the same people the following day, and hopefully that will bring a little happiness to everybody. Thank you, Brenda. Okay, so this week I'm focusing on men's cards. I know a lot of us struggle making men's cards. Oh, let's come out of the light there. And hello, Jeanette. It's one of those things that people are always asking for, are designs for men's cards. This also happens to coordinate with my Sweet Success, which is a new program I've just started. And if you buy the selected suite that I'm focusing on, then you'll get a whole series of examples and a session on how to make the most of those dies and stamps. And the first suite I'm actually starting with is the Handsomely Suited suite that has matching dies and papers. Oh, thank you, Katie. We've got our first nomination. Really appreciate that. So we're just going to start off with a very basic stamped card, and just to go through the stamps that you can get, you can see them here anyway. These are the exact size of the stamps that you can see there. So we've got two different bow ties. We've got a little stripy one and a dotty one, and then we've got two main ties, and then we've got 6 sentiments. Have a happy Father's Day, handsome. A happy birthday to you. Thank you. To one of the world's greatest dads, and you're the best. Now, I do appreciate that many people don't have a father in which to send a Father's Day card. So there's quite a few things you can do with this to change this round. Okay. So you have a happy Father's Day. You could actually cover up the Father's Day and pop in a birthday word there. So have a happy birthday. To one of the world's greatest dads, you could actually take out and not stamp that, and just have to one of the world's greatest, which I think is will stand on its own as a sentiment. Obviously, you're the best, thank you, and happy birthday would go for anything. And also, if you don't like the handsome, so I'm not quite sure about that. There are some people that it just wouldn't be appropriate for. Not because they're not handsome, but it's just not an expression that I would use. Again, you could cut out that little sentiment. Hi, Carol G. And just have a happy Father's Day. Or take all of that out and have a happy, and then it could be birthday, anniversary, whatever you want it to be. Okay, so I'm just going to do some straightforward simple stamping today, and we'll build it up during the week. As I say, there are dies and everything else that goes with this, but we're just going to do some simple stamping. I've already pre-cut one of our rectangular stitched framelets, because my plan is to use our fantastic note cards and envelopes with this layer on top and then a coloured layer behind. So these are my note card layers, which I have at the ready. So there's a whole selection of colours here. They do normally get sorted into colour order. And I just wonder what colour we might choose today. So I'm thinking red might look quite smart, mightn't it? Behind there. My dad was a great tie wearer. He always prided himself on going out, especially if he was going to, well, anywhere really, even to the pub or a business meeting or anything. He would always wear a tie, and very often a waistcoat. So personally, this really reminds me of my dad. Sadly, he's no longer with us. And he did have a nice bright red bow tie. So this one's for you, Dad. Okay, so all I'm going to do, really simple, is take the stamp, ink it up. So this is real red, and I'm going to use real red ink. Take note. For those of you that thought I was going to use early espresso. Okay, so here we go. So all I'm going to do is just freehand stamp 3 bow ties, and I think I'm going to put a little sentiment at the bottom because I know on here it's not going to leave me a lot of space. So actually get this one, this looks a bit cleaner. There we go. So what I'm actually going to do is stamp You're the Best across the bottom, and I'm going to do that first because that's the most likely bit that I'm going to make a mistake on. I was going to say mess up, but there we go. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. We had our first Gemini Crafts craft and chat session, and it went really well. I was really pleased with it. Everybody who joined in seemed to really enjoy it. Just looking to see how straight this is on my stamp. Yeah. And so you're welcome to join us. We'll have it every Sunday. Right. Just going to try that out on a piece of spare grid paper. I'm trying to keep this grid paper clean for you. Famous last words. Oh, thank you, Carol. So nominations are coming in to receive my box of cards. So if you know anybody who you think deserves to have a box of cards ready to send, then let me know. Just nominate them. Use the word nominate in front of them. And then if your name is selected, they will receive the box of cards. I'll show it later for those that haven't seen it. And a little note in there saying that you nominated them to receive this. So as I say, it can be a charity, it can be a person, anybody you think is deserving of a box of ready-made cards. So I've just changed ink pads because I want this a bit darker, and I'm going to have to refill this one, so I'll show you how I refill as long as I've got it. Here we go, real red. So a quick demonstration of how I refill my ink pads, because that's really too light to be able to use for my sentiment. So you can buy our refills, they fit the ink pads, and you can also use the refills to for lots of different stamping techniques, but also to I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yes, to ink up small ink pads, our little small 1-inch ink pads. So all I'm doing is applying pressure, so it doesn't, you know, just come out on its own. You do need to apply pressure, and then just adding that in. I'm hoping it's not making your eyes go funny. I'm sorry if it is. And the secret is not to over ink them. You don't want to go completely mad. Okay, sometimes what I will do is ink half of it so that I've got a lighter and a darker section. It just depends on the colour and how much I use it. And then you can use the head of the refill to sort of move that in. And then the other thing you can do is use a bone folder or the edge of a block just to, and you can see I've done this before, just to move that ink around. Okay. And this, even if you just leave the ink on the top, it will sink in, but it is good just to move it around so that it's more even. And then don't leave that as it is. Wipe it off straight away, Jenny. There we go. Okay, let's see if this is better or if I need any more. Okay. So for some reason my phone's just dipped out. Let's see if I can find you back again. Okay, let's just try this. It's all going this morning, isn't it? Right. Okay, so yeah, that is a bit better. Could do with a little bit more, so I do apologise for doing this while you're watching. I know it's not very exciting, but if you haven't seen an ink being refilled, then it's a good example. Hi Jill. Yes, we're all good. I hope you had a nice weekend too. I don't know if you're in for crafting or anything else. So Carol joined us for our craft and chat session, didn't you, Carol? So, and Molly did, so please comment if you enjoyed it. You don't have to be crafting. I did a little bit of crafting with a new stamp set, but you can just come along and chat. Okay, let's have a look here. Yep, that's definitely better. Okay, so I'm going to put my sentiments at the bottom. The reason I'm doing that is that I know then I can space out my 3 bow ties. You could obviously put a larger sentiment in the middle. Let's give that a go. There we are. Whoops. Not quite straight, but I'll get away with that. Okay. So I'm going to just stamp this, and then I'm going to use the blend pens to colour it in. I think what I'm going to do is work out the middle one, like so. Now obviously you could do these in different colours. Oh bless you, there must be something odd about the chat room, Jill, that we used on Saturday. Maybe I need to make our, so we have a team event on Saturday, maybe I need to make that a Zoom meeting perhaps. Okay, right, I need to make a note on this that I've refilled it, and then I know to refill the other one later. Okay, so there's my 3 bow ties, so really easy to stamp, and that is going to go onto there. So really, you know, quite fun, and it doesn't have to be a birthday card, it just be a general card. So I've got, I'm hoping, some real red pens. Here we are. So these are our blends pens. I've got a light and a dark, and just going to start with the dark using the lines that the designers excuse me, have given us. So just bringing that away where that would be sort of in shadow. You could also use watercolour. You could use watercolour pencils, for example. You could have these in, as I say, in different colours if you wanted to. So I'm just going to blend this out. And because I'm using red on the red, you'll still see the dots behind. Obviously, if I used a very dark colour, you would lose some of that detail. Just going to turn this around for that. So Jill, I'll have to find somebody who also uses their iPad and work out how to get in, and if not, I'll make our Saturday session a Zoom session. There we go. Sweet. So I'm not doing anything particularly clever or different in terms of colouring these in. You could leave them like that if you wanted to. You could also colour onto patterned paper. This is what we'll be doing tomorrow, and layering that up. So sort of stepping it up each day if you like. Let's just do this one here. There we go. If anybody's wondering what this nominate here is for, this is because this is the first of my great card giveaways. Running a different one every day. So what I'd love you to do is nominate someone that should receive, in your mind, a box of ready-made cards or handmade cards, different occasions, different sentiments. I won't include Father's Day or Mother's Day, so there will be general birthdays, thinking of you, get well soon, that sort of thing. And at the end of each live I will draw a new name each day, and I will also draw a name at the end of the week for anybody who's commented who wasn't able to catch us live, because I know a lot of people watch us on catch up and on YouTube. There we go. Just love how that colour drops in with our blends pens. My dad actually also used to have a pale, a very pale yellow, so like saffron with black spots. So perhaps I need to do one like that. He was well known for his bow ties, and he always had to have a matching handkerchief in his top pocket. Okay. There we go. So very simple stamping and colouring in. There's that. And then all I'm going to do is mount those up as layers. And I think I'm just going to leave it as yours the best, because then this card could be used for, you know, different occasions, couldn't it? So I'm going to add dimensions to the back of this. Good. Let's pop one in the middle. Let's see how nominations we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3 nominations at the moment. So still time to nominate somebody or someone. So it could be a charity. I've already got one going to Sobel House. I don't know if that's how you say it. Sobel House. Not quite sure. So just centralising that on there, and then this layer is going to go down just with some glue. Just want to keep the layers fairly simple so that it doesn't add too much bulk and anybody's got to add additional postage. We don't want that. There we go. So this is our note card. So these come ready scored and ready to go. There we have it. And obviously you can add some Wink of Stella and make these shiny bow ties if you wanted to. And what I'm going to do is add a bow tie to the envelope, and this will be done. Make sure I get the right ink pad. So our forecast is rather dull for this week, I seem to remember. So let's have one here. Like so. I don't think these ties have a right and a wrong way. I think they're interchangeable. Let's put one here on the back. There we go. And I'll just colour those in. So all week this week is focused on men's cards. This is the light. This is the dark. So if you struggle with men's cards, then do join me. So I'm live Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 AM. Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays at 5 PM. There we go. I'll do this one while I'm at it. So I do have some boxes due for delivery today for those that are waiting for their outstanding orders. So if you are somebody who is waiting, I will let you know if your order is part of that delivery today. And the other ones are beginning to shift as well. So at the moment, I think everything is forecast to arrive by the end of this week. But I think that might be a little bit, what's the word? Adventurous. Optimistic? Maybe. There we go. And then I've placed orders at the weekend, so it'll be interesting to see how long they take to come through now that the backlog is clearing. We should get back to a level of normality. I think there still may be, we might, you know, have an extra day or two, maybe more, but in the scheme of things, it's all good. And one thing to note, you may have seen in the news recently that some people were being charged correctly for parcels coming in from the EU to the UK. Good question, Brenda, and the answer is it should last a long time, you know, as long as the card needs to be around. The only it depends on the glue that you use. Tombow I would say is one of the best for longevity. Snail can, if you haven't put a lot of snail on and you've got lots of layers, snail can dry out a little bit more than the others. But other than that, the glue, if you use any of our glues, they should be permanent. There we go. There's our card. You're the best. I forgot what I was saying now. Oh yes, so if you have seen on the news, people are being charged for VAT and customs charges coming over to the UK. Stamping Up had assured us that that will not happen with their parcels. They've looked into it, and also it's because you're actually buying from the UK. You're not buying from the EU. But if for any reason you were asked to pay, then please don't pay it. Hold on and call me immediately. There's also a few scams going around on emails saying that you need to pay £2 to release parcels. That's a complete fraudulent scam as well. So, you know, just got to be so careful these days, haven't you? But Stampin' Up assured us that UPS parcels, as they come through, there'll be no charges to pay. So please don't think you've got to add that in to any, you know, thinking about your cost for your orders. Okay, so there is my You're the Best card. And it's just gone 10:30, so that's perfect timing. Let me show you the box of cards that will be sent out today. So this is my great card giveaway. This is an A5 box. It will go through a standard type letterbox. And this one has got, they all have 10 cards in with envelopes. Assorted cards, birthday, get well, thinking of you. They're all tucked in under here as well, just because there's another birthday one in there. So 10 cards, 10 envelopes. Nominate someone or a cause to receive these. It will go out with a little note to say that you nominated them. Okay, so let me see who we've got nominated today, and I will draw one of those names out. So we have Sylvia Overy, nominated by Katie, and then we have June Forbes, nominated by Carol, and Valerie Whitney, nominated by Brenda. So I'm just going to number those 1, 2, 3, Sylvia, Valerie and June. And just on my machine, I'm going to do a quick, oh, I could actually do this one here, random number generator. So let me write down the order so I don't forget. So I should have been a little bit more organised with this bit, couldn't I? But I just want, you know, wanted you to know it's completely random. Let's find a pen. So I've got Sylvia, number 1, Valerie, number 2, and June is number 3. Any more? Any more for any more? Okay, let me just hop on here and do a random number generator. I'm not sure you can see all of that, but it will do. Oh, it's not what I wanted. Oh, yes, it is. So I've got 1, so 3. Just make sure nobody else is nominated in the meantime. Okay, and it's number 3. If you can see that, probably not. So June is our winner for today. And that was nominated by Carol, I believe. Thank you, Carol. So, let me work my way back. Okay, so Carol, if you private message me, please, June's address, okay, then I'll get that box in the post to her today, stating that you nominated her. So congratulations to June. This is our card from today. I will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. for the next in our men's card series, and we'll still be featuring Handsomely Suited, and you can buy this as a stamp set on its own right, or you can buy it as part of a bundle or a suite. And if you buy the suite, then you get access to a whole load of extra tutorials from me, completely free of charge. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a good day ahead. Let's move that out of the light. I appreciate you joining me this morning. Let me just see if there's any other comments or messages. Brilliant. Thank you, everybody. and I look forward to catching up with some of you hopefully tomorrow. Take care and enjoy your day, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Look after yourselves, look after your loved ones. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you can keep crafting. Thank you. Bye bye.